Hey, what's going on, guys? It is GameRant here, and welcome back to another mod review. I've been doing quite a bit of mod reviews recently, but I've been just having some fun with these. And a lot of them have been for Railroader because I've just been trying to see some new stuff. I also want to point out, you guys may have noticed that the trailers have not been going up for these. The shorts prior to these trailers going up. Those were taking a lot of time to edit and get done and complete. And they just weren't the quality that I wanted them to be. So we're backing away from that, and we're focusing on doing better, just straight content. We're doing better straight content. But today's review is the mountain type locomotives. I am so chuffed that these are in the game. It is not the main mod that I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on the USRA 282 Light Mikados to come out. Because when they come out, whole railroad on my saves are only going to have 282s. That is it. I'm going to have an entire railroad just dedicated to the 282s. I cannot wait for this. But right now, we're focusing on the mountain types. There are two versions of the mountain type locomotive that you can get. You can get the non-streamlined and the partially streamlined variants. But either way, you're going to get the same kind of pulling power. You're going to get the same strength out of either one of them. You're going to get the same amount of stuff out of each locomotive. Now, these are made by the amazing crew at the RLW Locomotive Works. Or at least I think it is. But they're made roughly with the same group that makes the Streamliners and things like that. And, oh, they're beautiful. So we're going to look at the regular mountain first. Mountain types are 482s. So they are the expansion of the 282 because you got a longer boiler and you got the pilot, an additional wheel on the pilot. And these are very, very cool locomotives. And I have never actually seen a mountain in person as far as I'm aware. And I should say mountain class. But here's something that's crazy about the M50s. If you go here to the customization, there are so many things to customize to the littlest of detail. It is insane. They spawn with 16 tons of coal and 10,000 gallons of water, so they are good. They got pretty decent mileage on them. I've been trialing them on my private railroad for a while, the one that usually shows up on stream from time to time. I've been trialing these on stream, on the streamline, on my main line, whatever you want to call it. And I have some complaints, and I have some positive things to point out. So, mountain types were mixed traffic locomotives as far as I'm aware. They were mixed traffic. There were mountains that were some that were passenger, there were some that were freight, there were some that are mixed. These are definitely mixed traffic locomotives leaning towards passenger trains. Because I have been trialing these with freight hauling and with passenger hauling. And the freight, the unstreamlined variant, it struggles. I mean, it's not struggling too hard, but it struggles a little bit with anything above, I think it's 1,700 tons. It struggles. But the streamlined one does exceptionally well on passenger service. It only needs one helper hauling a full train of Oscar Bradleys. So it's good. They're good. I love them. The streamlined one has a few more details than the non-streamlined one, obviously. As you can see, this area here on the non-streamlined one is actually shrouded by the streamlining on this one. The walkways don't have the fluting that is along the side of the cab. Are the cabs different? No, the cabs are the same. So this one has moderate streamlining. It has a little bit of streamlining here, a little bit of streamlining there. There's some wrap around the smokestack, which is not on the non-streamlined version, there's a... Okay, I thought there was an additional plate on there for a second. But they are both very, very nice locomotives. Now, the thing is, I would say if you're going to be having both the non-streamlined and the streamlined versions on the railroad, make them separate classes. So on my railroad, the 5000s or the 5000s are the non-streamlined ones, and the 5100s are the streamlined ones. That way you can tell each class apart when you're on the railroad. Now, the complaint I have is that these things, you probably want them working passenger service, like I was saying in the beginning, or anything eastbound. You don't want them hauling anything over red marble. They're good on the flatlands, but going over red marble, they have struggle. The coal is pretty decently detailed. Oh, I fell off the tender. The coal is pretty decently detailed. The tenders are excellently detailed. I know one thing they're working on is the water, because the water right now looks like radioactive coolant, which is fine. I know in the coal load, if we leap up into the tender here real quick, boop, I'm going to third person for this. The coal load is very well done. They are auger fed, so the fireman doesn't have to shovel coal, but I think the fireman could. Yeah, the fireman can open the firebox door and shovel manually if need be on this particular engine. The cab is minimalistic, but I like that about this model, that it is minimalistic. I also like that it has screen visors, or like little visors here to protect the engineers while they're running. You got two cab lights. Both of them activate, I believe, automatically with each other. Yep. And they're very nice models. Very, very nice models. Now, I haven't really seen if there's a difference between the cabs, though. No, there's no difference between the cabs. Interior-wise, they're the same. So, yeah, these are nice engines. Very, very nice engines. All right, so here's the set rep. We're going to be doing 2 speed tests today. We're going to do 1 speed test with the streamlined one and 1 speed test with the non-streamlined one, and see if there's a distinct difference between the two. And we're going to go from a full dead stop and get moving. So here we go with the speed test. Already this thing picks up and just gets moving. We're already up to 13 miles an hour. Now the max speed for this route is 45 miles an hour. But considering we're on this particular strip here, I'm pretty sure we're going to do well when it comes to speed. Right now, our record for the first ever proper speed test is 58 miles an hour, so let's see if this can beat that. I don't know if it will, though. I also am noticing that if you look at the trailing truck, there's a bit of an artifacting glitch with the tire. I am certain that's going to get worked out as the mod continues to get updated. Okay, we're already at 36 miles an hour. By the way, I have a modded whistle on this locomotive. It spawns with the standard whistle of the game, but if you have modded whistles, you can switch it out. Alright, it seems to be topping out. It's at 40, but we're not really... Oh, wait, no, we're getting a little more speed out of it. Mind you, these things weren't built for speed, they were built for strength. So 45, we'll cut the throttle here so we can round this corner safely. Okay, I was just testing to see if the bell was still going. Okay, rounding the corner, accelerate into it. I think it does better at 30% reverser instead of 20. Okay, we're at 45. 46. I think 46 is no, 47. 47, we're getting up there. If it clocks above 55, I'll be impressed. But by the looks of things, we're not going to probably crack more than maybe 50 or so. And this is with an unloaded train. There's no passengers. It's just standard coach, just the Oscar Bradleys and the passenger cars. All right, and are we gonna get another mile out of it? 52. Dump it. All right, so the streamlined one was able to clock a decent 52 miles an hour. That's not bad for this engine, but let's see if the non-streamlined one does better. All right, so we've got the non-streamlined one hooked up here on the passenger train, as you can see. We've got it selected, and we're gonna see if we can beat the speed of 50 miles an hour. I don't think we will, but there's no harm in trying. And no, I did not change the whistle on this one. All right, we're getting up to speed a little bit quicker on this one. I will be checking the power ratings when we're done with the speed test. That way both engines are going in with the same mindset. Okay, I'm feeling like this test is about to be the same, but I can't be certain. Okay, we're at 34. I think these are going to have the same speed test. I'm not certain. I keep saying that, but like, there's hope. And they are pulling the exact same cars. I haven't altered it in any way. Okay, they do seem to do better at 30. So maybe that was the issue with this one. We'll have to see. Okay, no, they're getting to about 45 at the same place. shortcut to slow down around this turn because it's a bit of a sharp one. And accelerate into it. We'll bring it down to 20. See if we can't get any more power out of it. Or any more steam. This one is pulling surprisingly better. Because we were struggling to get up past 50 with the other one. This one also has a weird thing with the rear truck. I'm noticing it's got kind of like a loop on it, if that makes sense. Okay, so the other one topped out at 51. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt because it was probably going to loop over to 52. So we'll say 52 for that one. Nope. 51. Are we going to get up to 52? 52. And kill it. Because I don't want to derail. Okay. So they both top out at 52 miles per hour on the speed test. So they both have the same essential top speed, which isn't bad. They have the same top speed. Okay, so now let's look over the stats of these locomotives and let's see what we can find. They're quite a ways down on this list here. Let's see. There's the Mastodons. The mountains. Okay, so the non-streamlined mountain has 50,300 pounds of tractive effort. That isn't bad. That's pretty good. But is the streamlined different? No, they are not different. They have the same amount of weight. They have the same amount of pulling power. So, both of them could be used in either task of freight or good or passengers. But what would I recommend them in is my question. I personally would recommend them for either fast passenger trains. If that's what you really want to do, you could use these for fast passenger trains. They seem to be very good between Silva and Nantahala. They do very well in this area. But Nantahala to Andrews, they are not good. They are not good for going over at least the direction Nantahala to Andrews. I've not tested them going the other way. And if I do test them, I will give you an update of whether or not that they are doing better on that section. My bad. Poor English there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this review. If you guys like these reviews and you want to see more videos like this and you want to see more gaming content, let me know. If you're wondering why these videos are coming out the way they are and I'm pretty much sounding the same if there's other videos that come out, I'm at Day Out with Thomas right now. So I'm trying to get as many videos done before then as possible so that I can just relax and not worry about it. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Check out W Energy right here. Check them out. If you want to use my link in the description, you get 10% off your order. Freaking baller if you do. I mean, like, thank you. Freaking baller. God, nobody says that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll catch you in the next one.